Captain Jenna Thompson, a seasoned leader with years of exploration under her belt, stands on the bridge, scanning the expanse before them. The crew, a mix of scientists, engineers, and security personnel, maintain their stations with disciplined efficiency. "Captain, I'm picking up a distress signal," announces Lieutenant Harris from the communications console. The message is garbled, but the urgency is unmistakable. Jenna steps forward, her eyes narrowing as she studies the data on the screen. "Can you trace its origin?" she asks, her voice calm but commanding. Harris nods, fingers flying over the controls. "It's coming from a planet in the Archeon system, uncharted territory. No known settlements or activity in that region." Jenna contemplates for a moment before making her decision. "Set a course for the Archeon system. If someone's in trouble out there, it's our duty to help." The engines of the Galactic Voyager roar to life, and the ship changes direction, speeding towards the source of the distress signal. The crew prepares for the unexpected, checking their gear and running diagnostics on the ship's systems. As they approach the planet, the signal grows stronger, more desperate. "Entering orbit now," reports Lieutenant Tanaka, the ship's navigator. The planet below is rugged and barren, with jagged mountains and sparse vegetation. Scans reveal a crashed spacecraft, its hull battered and torn, nestled in a deep canyon. "Prepare a landing party," Jenna orders. "Dr. Michaels, you're with me. Harris, Tanaka, you too. Let's see if we can find any survivors." The landing party boards a shuttle and descends to the planet's surface. The air is thin and cold, and the landscape is eerily silent. They approach the wreckage cautiously, weapons at the ready. The alien ship is unlike anything they've seen before, with sleek, organic lines and a faint glow emanating from its core. Inside, they find signs of a struggle: scorch marks from energy weapons, shattered control panels, and the bodies of several alien beings, their lifeless forms hinting at a fierce battle. Amid the debris, they discover a lone survivor, an alien girl, unconscious but breathing. "Dr. Michaels, see to her," Jenna instructs. The doctor kneels beside the girl, checking her vitals and administering a sedative to stabilize her condition. "She's alive, but barely," Michaels says. "We need to get her back to the ship immediately." The team carefully transports the alien girl to the shuttle and returns to the Galactic Voyager. As they lift off, Jenna gazes at the wreckage below, her mind racing with questions. Who attacked this ship, and why was it here in the middle of nowhere? "Fascinating," Michaels mutters, his curiosity piqued. "Her biology is unlike anything in our databases." Captain Jenna watches from the observation deck, her concern growing. "Can we communicate with her?" Michaels nods. "I'm working on it. Her neural patterns are complex, but we should be able to establish a basic understanding." Hours pass, and slowly the alien girl regains consciousness. Her eyes flutter open, revealing large, luminous orbs that seem to reflect the entire spectrum of light. She looks around, confused and disoriented, then focuses on Jenna and the crew. "Hello," Jenna says softly, hoping her tone conveys reassurance. "We're here to help you." The girl tilts her head, struggling to comprehend. Michaels activates a translation device, and after a few attempts, they begin to understand each other. Her name is Nari, and she belongs to a race called the Ivari, known for their advanced technology and peaceful nature. Nari's voice is soft but urgent as she describes her plight. Her ship was ambushed by a hostile race known as the Zarkath, who seek to conquer and enslave other civilizations. She was on a mission to seek allies when her ship was attacked and crash-landed on the desolate planet. "We have to warn the others," Nari pleads, her eyes wide with fear. "The Zarkath will stop at nothing to achieve their goals." Jenna listens intently, realizing the gravity of the situation. "We'll do everything we can to help," she promises. "But first, you need to rest and recover. We'll figure out our next steps together." As Nari recuperates, the crew learns more about the Ivari and their plight. Despite the initial communication barriers, they manage to establish a tentative bond with Nari, who is both grateful and wary. Her advanced technology and knowledge intrigue the crew, particularly Dr. Michaels, who spends hours discussing scientific concepts with her. One evening, in an effort to comfort Nari and make her feel more at home, The crew offers her various Earth beverages. Nari hesitates but eventually accepts, taking a sip of a particularly strong human concoction. Almost immediately, her demeanor changes. Her eyes widen, her pulse quickens, and she becomes noticeably more animated and agitated. "What's happening to her?" Jenna asks, alarmed. Michaels examines Nari, puzzled. "It seems the drink is having an unexpected effect on her physiology. We need to monitor her closely." In the medbay, Dr. Adrian Michaels continues his examination of Nari, the alien girl they rescued. He is captivated by her physiology, her iridescent skin, the subtle bioluminescence, and the intricate patterns of her neural activity. The more he learns, the more he realizes how advanced the Avari are compared to humans. Captain Jenna Thompson visits the medbay, her presence reassuring both the crew and Nari. "Any progress with communication, Doctor?" she asks, standing by Nari's bedside. Michaels nods. "We've made some headway. Her neural patterns are complex, but the translation device is adapting." Jenna turns to Nari, her expression gentle. "Nari, can you understand us?" Nari hesitates, then nods slowly. "Yes, I understand, some. It is difficult." Jenna smiles. "You're doing great. We want to help you, but we need to know more about what happened to you and your people." Nari's eyes widen slightly, filled with a mix of fear and determination. "The Zarkath," she begins, her voice trembling. "They are conquerors. They attacked our ship without warning. We were on a mission to seek allies, but they found us first." As Nari speaks, the translation device struggles to keep up, but the essence of her message is clear. The Zarkath are a formidable threat, and the Avari are in desperate need of assistance. Jenna exchanges a glance with Dr. Michaels. "We need to prepare for the possibility of a larger conflict," she says, her tone grim. "Our first priority is ensuring Nari's safety and learning as much as we can about the Zarkath." The crew rallies around Nari, each member contributing their expertise to understand the Avari technology and the threat posed by the Zarkath. Lieutenant Harris works tirelessly to decode the distress signal fully, while Lieutenant Tanaka studies the star charts provided by Nari to map a course to Avari space. In the meantime, Nari begins to explore the Galactic Voyager, her curiosity leading her to various parts of the ship. She forms tentative friendships with the crew, her initial wariness giving way to cautious trust. She is particularly fascinated by the ship's engineering bay, where Chief Engineer Elena Russo explains human technology to her. One evening, as the crew gathers in the common area, they share stories about their home planets and cultures. Nari listens intently, absorbing the diversity and resilience of humanity. She shares tales of Avari, a world of advanced science and harmonious living, but now overshadowed by the looming threat of the Zarkath. "Your world sounds beautiful," says Lieutenant Harris. "We'd love to see it someday." Nari smiles faintly. It can be again, with your help." Dr. Michaels hands Nari a glass filled with a popular human drink. "This is something many of us enjoy. It's safe for us, but if you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to drink it." Nari, curious and eager to connect with her new friends, takes a tentative sip. Almost immediately, her eyes widen, her breathing quickens, and she seems to become more animated. The crew watches in surprise as her demeanor shifts dramatically. "What's happening to her?" Captain Jenna asks, concerned. Dr. Michaels steps forward, scanning Nari with his medical equipment. Her reaction is unexpected. It appears the chemicals in the drink are interacting with her biology in unforeseen ways. Nari's heightened state lasts for several minutes before she begins to calm down. She looks at the crew, her expression a mix of bewilderment and amusement. It was very strong," she says, her voice breathy. "I did not expect such a reaction." The crew exchanges glances, realizing they must be cautious with what they offer Nari in the future. The incident sparks a flurry of activity in the medbay as Dr. Michael studies the biochemical interaction between human substances and Avari physiology. Nari's unexpected reaction becomes a topic of fascination and concern among the crew. They learn that even the most benign human substances can have profound effects on her, highlighting the differences between their species and the need for careful integration. As they continue their journey, Nari begins to share more about her people's advanced technology. She teaches Dr. Michaels and the engineering team how to use HFY devices that could enhance the Galactic Voyager's capabilities. Her knowledge proves invaluable, especially in adapting the ship's systems to better handle potential encounters with the Zarkath. One night, while working in the engineering bay, Nari and Elena discuss their respective technologies. Nari explains how HFY ships use bioorganic materials that can repair themselves and adapt to new environments. Elena listens, fascinated. "Your technology is incredible. If we could integrate some of these systems, it would give us a significant edge." Nari nods, her eyes gleaming with hope. "I will help you. Together we can be stronger." During a routine systems check, Lieutenant Marcus, a trusted member of the security team, accesses restricted areas of the ship's database. His movements are subtle, avoiding detection by the ship's AI and crew. Marcus, in reality, is a Zarkath spy embedded within the Galactic Voyager crew. His mission, to gather intelligence and sabotage the ship at a critical moment. Meanwhile, the ship receives a communication from an allied planet, Haven, offering support against the Zarkath. Captain Jenna Thompson decides to make a brief stop there to strengthen alliances and gather supplies. Unbeknownst to her, this provides Marcus with the perfect opportunity to execute his plan. During their stay on Haven, Marcus secretly transmits the Galactic Voyager's coordinates and tactical information to the Zarkath. He also plants a virus within the ship's systems, designed to disable their defenses at the worst possible moment. His actions set the stage for a catastrophic ambush. As they depart Haven, Captain Jenna and her senior officers hold a strategic meeting. They discuss the gathered intelligence and Nari's insights on the Zarkath's weaknesses. The crew's morale is high, bolstered by the support they've received and the bonds they've formed with Nari. However, tension arises when Nari experiences a vivid nightmare about her homeworld under Zarkath attack. She shares her vision with Jenna, who assures her that they will do everything possible to protect her people and defeat the Zarkath. The captain's words bring some comfort, but an underlying sense of dread lingers. Just as the Galactic Voyager enters a region of space known for its hazardous asteroid fields, the ship's systems begin to malfunction. Lights flicker, engines sputter, and defensive shields fluctuate. Panic spreads as the crew scrambles to diagnose the problem. Marcus, feigning ignorance, suggests it might be a mechanical failure. But Dr. Michaels, with Nari's help, quickly identifies the presence of a sophisticated virus. Realizing the ship has been sabotaged, Jenna orders an immediate lockdown and a thorough investigation. In the ensuing chaos, Marcus attempts to cover his tracks, but is ultimately caught by Lieutenant Harris. Under interrogation, Marcus reveals his true identity and mission, shocking the crew. The betrayal shakes their trust, but they must work together to overcome the immediate crisis. With the ship's systems compromised and a Zarkath fleet closing in, the Galactic Voyager is in a precarious situation. Captain Jenna Thompson calls an emergency meeting to strategize their next move. The crew, though rattled by Marcus's betrayal, is determined to fight back. "We need to neutralize the virus and restore our defenses," Dr. Michaels asserts. "Nari, can you help us?" Nari nods, her determination evident. "Yes, our technology can counteract the virus. I will guide your engineers through the process." As Nari and the engineering team work tirelessly to purge the virus, the ship's scanners detect the approaching Zarkath fleet. The crew braces for an imminent attack, knowing they must hold off the enemy long enough to restore their systems. "All hands to battle stations," Jenna commands, her voice steady despite the tension. The Zarkath ships appear on the view screen, sleek and menacing. They open fire, and the Galactic Voyager rocks under the impact. The crew fights back with all their might, using whatever functioning weapons they have left. The battle is fierce, with explosions and energy beams lighting up the void of space. In the engineering bay, Nari interfaces with the ship's mainframe, her hands moving with practiced precision. She instructs Elena Russo and her team on how to integrate HFY bioorganic technology with the ship's systems. Their combined efforts start to pay off as the virus is slowly eradicated. Shields are coming back online, Lieutenant Tanaka reports from the bridge. Captain Jenna issues a flurry of commands, coordinating their defensive maneuvers. The crew's training and resilience shine through as they repel wave after wave of Zarkath attacks. Despite the overwhelming odds, they refuse to back down. In a daring move, Jenna orders a counteroffensive, targeting the lead Zarkath ship. The Galactic Voyager's restored weapon systems unleash a barrage of firepower, crippling the enemy vessel. The sight of their flagship in flames demoralizes the Zarkath fleet, causing them to retreat. Cheers erupt on the bridge, but Jenna knows their victory is temporary. They must reach HFY space and gather more allies to mount a significant defense against the Zarkath. She turns to Nari, who has become an invaluable member of their team. Nari, do you have any contacts we can reach out to for help? Jenna asks. Nari nods. Yes, there are other civilizations sympathetic to our cause. I can guide you to them. With renewed purpose, the Galactic Voyager sets course for HFY space. The crew remains vigilant, knowing that the Zarkath will stop at nothing to crush their resistance. As they navigate through uncharted territories, they encounter various alien civilizations, each with its unique challenges and potential for alliance. One evening, as the crew settles into their routine, Lieutenant Marcus makes his move. Using the chaos of a minor meteor storm as a distraction, he accesses the ship's mainframe and plants a sophisticated worm that begins to unravel their systems from within. His actions are swift and precise, the culmination of his covert mission for the Zarkath. When the meteor storm subsides, the crew notices irregularities in the ship's functions. Critical systems start to fail, and the ship's AI reports multiple breaches in their security protocols. Panic spreads as they realize the extent of the sabotage. "Report!" Captain Jenna Thompson demands, her voice cutting through the rising tension. Lieutenant Harris works frantically at his console. "We've been compromised, Captain. Multiple systems are down, and we're losing control of the mainframe." Dr. Michaels, assisting in the medbay, rushes to the bridge. "We need to find the source of the breach. This could be catastrophic." As the crew scrambles to contain the damage, Marcus tries to blend in, but his behavior arouses suspicion. Nari, sensitive to the emotional undercurrents around her, picks up on his anxiety. She quietly informs Captain Jenna of her concerns. "Keep an eye on him," Jenna instructs, her eyes narrowing. "We can't afford any mistakes." The investigation intensifies, and Harris uncovers traces of Marcus's activities. When confronted, Marcus attempts to escape, but the crew corners him in the engineering bay. In the ensuing struggle, Marcus reveals his true allegiance, boasting about the impending doom he has set in motion. "You'll never stop us," Marcus sneers as he is restrained. "The Zarkath will crush you." The betrayal cuts deep, shaking the crew's trust, but there is no time for despair. They must act quickly to reverse the damage and prepare for the Zarkath's inevitable assault. Captain Jenna organizes the crew, assigning roles to repair the ship and secure their immediate surroundings. Nari uses her advanced HFY technology to scan for resources and potential threats. The landscape is harsh, with jagged rocks, sparse vegetation, and a perpetual twilight that casts eerie shadows. "We need to establish a perimeter," Jenna instructs. "Lieutenant Harris, take a team and set up defenses. Dr. Michaels, assess our medical supplies. We can't afford any injuries." Nari and Chief Engineer Elena Russo lead the efforts to repair the ship. The damage is extensive, but Nari's knowledge of bioorganic materials offers a glimmer of hope. Together, they devise a plan to integrate HFY tech with the Galactic Voyager's systems, creating a hybrid solution to their problems. Days turn into weeks as the crew labors tirelessly. They fend off attacks from local predators and small Zarkath scouting parties, relying on their ingenuity and teamwork to survive. Morale is strained, but the shared goal of escaping the planet and continuing their mission keeps them going. During a particularly brutal storm, the crew takes shelter inside the ship, huddled together for warmth and comfort. Stories and jokes are shared, and the bonds between them grow stronger. Nari, despite her initial reluctance, becomes an integral part of their family, her presence a source of strength and inspiration. As the storm rages outside, Jenna addresses the crew. "We've faced incredible challenges, and we've overcome them together. We're not just a crew, We're a family, and families stick together no matter what." Encouraged by her words, the crew redoubles their efforts. Slowly but surely, the ship begins to take shape again. Nari's advanced technology accelerates the repairs, and the hybrid systems start to function more efficiently than before. One evening, as the repairs near completion, the crew gathers around a makeshift fire. Nari shares more about her home planet and her people, painting a vivid picture of a world of beauty and peace now threatened by the Zarkath. "We can't let them destroy everything we fought for," she says, her voice filled with determination. "Together, we can stop them." Finally, after weeks of relentless effort, the Galactic Voyager is ready to launch. The crew, though exhausted, is united and resolute. They prepare to leave the desolate planet, knowing that the real battle lies ahead. With Nari's help, they set a course for Ivari space, ready to gather allies and face the Zarkath head-on. "Stay sharp, everyone," Jenna orders over the intercom. "We don't know what awaits us, but we must be ready for anything." Nari assists Lieutenant Tanaka in navigating the complex network of Ivari systems. Suddenly, the ship's sensors pick up multiple vessels approaching at high speed. The tension on the bridge is palpable as the crew braces for possible combat. "Incoming ships, Captain," reports Harris. "They're on an intercept course." Jenna stands resolute, her gaze fixed on the view screen. "Open a communication channel. Let's see if they're friend or foe." The screen flickers to life, revealing a fleet of sleek silver vessels. At the forefront is a massive flagship, its design distinctly Ivari, but with evident signs of battle damage. A transmission comes through, and an imposing figure appears on the screen. A stern-faced Ivari with regal bearing. "This is Captain Thal of the Ivari Defense Fleet," the figure announces. "Identify yourselves and state your purpose in Ivari space." Jenna steps forward. "I am Captain Jenna Thompson of the human ship Galactic Voyager. We come in peace, seeking alliance and aid against the Zarkath threat." Thal's expression softens slightly upon seeing Nari standing beside Jenna. "Nari, is that you? We've been searching for survivors since your distress signal was received." Nari nods, her eyes welling with relief. "Yes, Captain Thal. I am the only survivor of the initial attack. The humans saved me and have pledged to help us against the Zarkath." Thal assesses the situation quickly. "Very well, Galactic Voyager. We will escort you to our main base. There we can discuss further alliances and prepare for the coming battle." The Ivari fleet forms a protective escort around the Galactic Voyager as they navigate to the main Ivari base. The sight of the advanced Ivari ships, combined with their formidable firepower, is both awe-inspiring and reassuring for the human crew. Upon arrival at the base, a massive space station orbiting a lush green planet, the crew of the Galactic Voyager is welcomed with a mix of curiosity and respect. They are taken to a grand hall where Ivari leaders and military officials convene to discuss the Zarkath threat. Captain Thal addresses the assembly. "The Zarkath have been a scourge on our galaxy for too long. With our new human allies, we have a chance to turn the tide. Together, we will plan a counteroffensive to cripple their command and liberate the systems under their control." Jenna and her crew provide valuable intelligence gathered during their journey, including weaknesses in the Zarkath fleet formations and supply lines. The Ivari leaders listen intently, recognizing the strategic importance of this new information. With the plan in place, the combined human and Ivari fleet readies itself for a massive counteroffensive against the Zarkath. The crew of the Galactic Voyager works tirelessly to prepare their ship for the imminent battle, integrating advanced Ivari technology into their systems. "All systems are green, Captain," reports Chief Engineer Elena Russo. "The Ivari upgrades have significantly boosted our firepower and defenses." Jenna nods, her expression resolute. "Excellent work, Elena. This battle will be unlike any we've faced before, but we're ready." As the fleet approaches the Zarkath-controlled sector, the scale of the enemy's forces becomes apparent. The Zarkath ships are numerous and heavily armed, their menacing presence a stark reminder of the challenge ahead. Captain Thal's voice comes over the intercom, rallying the Allied forces. "Today we fight not just for our survival, but for the freedom of all civilizations, oppressed by the Zarkath. Stand firm, and know that our unity is our strength. The battle begins with a coordinated strike on the Zarkath fleet's outer defenses. The Galactic Voyager and its allies engage in fierce combat, with energy beams and missiles lighting up the void of space. The clash of advanced technologies creates a symphony of destruction as ships weave through the chaos, dodging enemy fire and retaliating with precision. Target the lead Zarkath cruiser, Jenna commands. Focus all firepower on its engines and weapon systems. The crew executes her orders with practiced efficiency. The Galactic Voyager unleashes a barrage of energy blasts, crippling the enemy cruiser and causing it to drift helplessly. The destruction of the cruiser sends a ripple of panic through the Zarkath ranks, momentarily disrupting their formation. Meanwhile, Nari coordinates with Avari tacticians to exploit weaknesses in the Zarkath fleet. Her intimate knowledge of their strategies and technology proves invaluable, allowing the Allied forces to outmaneuver and outgun their foes. As the battle rages, Captain Thal leads a daring assault on the Zarkath command ship. The Galactic Voyager provides critical support, its enhanced weaponry punching through enemy defenses to clear a path for Thal's flagship. The coordinated effort brings them ever closer to their ultimate target. Inside the Zarkath command ship, the crew of the Galactic Voyager executes a high-risk boarding operation. Jenna, Nari, and a select team infiltrate the vessel, their objective to disable its command center and capture the Zarkath leader, Overlord Cractus. The boarding team encounters heavy resistance, engaging in intense firefights with Zarkath soldiers. The corridors of the command ship become a battleground, each step forward earned through grit and determination. Nari's abilities, heightened by human stimulants, prove crucial in these close-quarters confrontations, her agility and precision unmatched. At last, they reach the command center. Overlord Cractus stands before them, a towering figure exuding menace and authority. The final confrontation is brutal, with Cractus wielding advanced weaponry and showing no mercy. But the combined skills and determination of Jenna and her team prevail. With Cractus defeated, the Zarkath command structure collapses into disarray. The Allied forces, bolstered by their victory, press the advantage and rout the remaining Zarkath ships. The once imposing fleet scatters, their will to fight shattered. As the battle concludes, the Allied fleet regroups, tending to the wounded and assessing the damage. The cost has been high, but the victory is decisive. The Zarkath threat has been significantly diminished, their hold on the galaxy weakened. "Stay sharp," Jenna whispers, leading the way with her weapon drawn. "We're deep in enemy territory now." Nari moves beside her, her senses heightened. The stimulants provided by Dr. Michaels have amplified her abilities, making her faster and more perceptive. She listens intently, detecting the faint hum of the command center's power core. As they approach their target, the team encounters heavy resistance. Zarkath soldiers, clad in formidable armor, unleash a hail of plasma fire. Jenna's team responds with precision, their weapons calibrated for maximum impact. The corridor becomes a battlefield, the clash of energies illuminating the dark passages. Nari's agility and advanced reflexes turn the tide. She darts between the enemy ranks, her movements a blur as she disarms and incapacitates soldiers with fluid efficiency. Her intimate knowledge of Zarkath tactics proves invaluable, allowing the team to anticipate and counter every move. "Command center is just ahead," Jenna announces, wiping sweat from her brow. "Get ready." They breach the final door, entering the heart of the ship. The command center is a vast chamber, filled with advanced technology and tactical displays. Overlord Cractus stands at the center, a towering figure radiating authority and menace. "You dare invade my ship," Cractus roars, his voice echoing through the chamber. "You will pay for this insolence." The battle with Cractus is intense and brutal. He wields advanced weaponry, firing energy blasts that force Jenna's team to take cover. Nari engages him directly, her enhanced speed allowing her to dodge his attacks and strike with pinpoint accuracy. Jenna coordinates the assault, directing her team to target Cractus's weak points. Despite his formidable defenses, their combined efforts begin to wear him down. The Overlord's rage grows, but his strength wanes. In a decisive move, Nari exploits a vulnerability in Cractus's armor, delivering a disabling blow. Jenna seizes the moment, leading the final charge that subdues the Zarkath leader. Cractus collapses, defeated but defiant. "Your empire will fall," Jenna declares, standing over him. "This is the end of your reign." With Cractus captured, the command center is secured. The team quickly disables the ship's systems, sending a signal to the Allied fleet that the mission is successful. The fall of Cractus sends shockwaves through the Zarkath forces, causing chaos and confusion. The Allied fleet, now bolstered by the victory, presses the advantage. The remaining Zarkath ships are routed, their will to fight broken. The tide of the battle has turned decisively in favor of the Allies. "Keep your guard up," Jenna warns as they navigate the corridors. "We're not out of this yet." The Allied forces provide cover, ensuring a safe passage back to their ship. As they board the Galactic Voyager, the crew breathes a collective sigh of relief. The capture of Cractus is a monumental victory, a turning point in their struggle against the Zarkath. In the secure holding area, Jenna and Nari confront Cractus. The Overlord, though defeated, remains unyielding. His presence is intimidating, a reminder of the battles they've fought and the lives lost. "You underestimate the strength of those who fight for freedom," Jenna retorts. "Your empire is crumbling, and we will ensure it falls." Nari steps forward, her voice calm but firm. "You sought to enslave and destroy, but now you face the consequences of your actions. The Avari and our allies will rebuild what you sought to ruin." Cractus sneers but says nothing. The weight of his defeat is palpable, a heavy silence filling the room. As the Allied fleet regroups, Captain Thal contacts the Galactic Voyager. "Captain Thompson, the Zarkath forces are in disarray. We have a window to strike at their remaining strongholds and liberate the systems under their control." Jenna nods. "Understood. We'll coordinate our efforts and press the attack. This is our chance to end their tyranny once and for all." The crew of the Galactic Voyager works tirelessly, repairing their ship and preparing for the next phase of their mission. Nari provides critical intelligence on Zarkath strongholds, using her knowledge to guide their strategy. The Allied fleet, now united and determined, launches a series of coordinated strikes against the Zarkath. The battles are fierce, each victory hard-earned. Systems long oppressed by the Zarkath are liberated one by one, their people rejoicing in newfound freedom. Jenna and her crew lead the charge, their courage and resilience inspiring those they liberate. The fall of Cractus has ignited a spark of hope, and the momentum of their campaign grows with each passing day. In the final confrontation, the Allied forces converge on the Zarkath's primary command center. The battle is intense, with both sides throwing everything they have into the fight. Jenna's tactical acumen and Nari's insights prove decisive, allowing the Allies to outmaneuver and outgun the remaining Zarkath forces. As the dust settles, the Zarkath stronghold falls. The Allied fleet secures their victory, and the galaxy begins to heal from the scars of war. Systems that once lived in fear now look to the future with hope and determination. Jenna, Nari, and their crew stand together, the weight of their journey etched into their faces. They have faced betrayal, danger, and immense challenges, but their unity and resolve have carried them through. The capture of Overlord Cractus and the liberation of countless systems mark a new era. The alliance between humans and the Avari, forged in the crucible of battle, stands as a testament to the power of cooperation and the indomitable spirit of those who fight for freedom. Captain Jenna Thompson stands on the bridge, overlooking the liberated star systems. "We've come a long way, but we must honor those who gave their lives for this victory," she says, her voice resolute but tinged with sadness. The crew members nod in agreement. They begin preparations for a memorial service to honor their fallen comrades. The event is held in the grand hall of the Avari main base, now bustling with activity and hope. Representatives from various liberated civilizations attend, each bringing their unique tributes to the heroes who fought against the Zarkath. During the service, Jenna delivers a heartfelt speech. "We owe our freedom to the bravery and sacrifice of those who stood against tyranny. Let us remember their courage and continue to strive for a galaxy where peace and unity prevail." Nari steps forward, her presence commanding respect. "The Avari have suffered greatly, but with the help of our human allies, we have regained our strength. Together, we will rebuild and ensure that the Zarkath never rise again. The ceremony is both a tribute and a rallying cry. The loss of crew members like Lieutenant Marcus, who redeemed himself by helping to disable the Zarkath systems in his final moments, weighs heavily on the team. His betrayal and subsequent sacrifice serve as a stark reminder of the complex nature of war and loyalty. After the memorial, the focus shifts to rebuilding. The combined efforts of humans and HFY bring about remarkable progress. Technological advancements from both civilizations are shared, creating a foundation for a stronger, more resilient galaxy. Jenna and Nari oversee the reconstruction efforts, ensuring that the liberated systems receive the support they need. The HFY's advanced bioorganic technology is used to restore ecosystems and repair infrastructures, while human engineering provides the necessary logistical and structural expertise. One evening, as the two leaders walk through a newly rebuilt city, Jenna reflects on their journey. We've faced incredible challenges, but we've also achieved something extraordinary. This alliance has shown what we can accomplish when we stand together. Nari nods, her eyes filled with determination. There is still much work to be done, but I have faith in our future. Together, we will ensure that the sacrifices made were not in vain. The war-torn galaxy slowly heals under the diligent efforts of the Allied forces. The HFY, with their advanced knowledge of bioorganic materials, work alongside humans to restore planets devastated by the Zarkath. Communities begin to flourish once more, and hope is rekindled across the stars. The Galactic Voyager serves as a symbol of this newfound unity. Its presence in the liberated systems brings a sense of security and inspiration. The crew, though weary from their battles, is dedicated to their mission of peacekeeping and reconstruction. Dr. Adrian Michaels and Chief Engineer Elena Russo collaborate with HFY scientists to create hybrid technologies that enhance both civilizations' capabilities. These innovations lead to breakthroughs in medicine, energy, and space travel, paving the way for a prosperous future. Captain Jenna Thompson continues to lead with unwavering resolve. Her leadership is instrumental in forming a new interstellar council, composed of representatives from the liberated systems. This council aims to ensure fair governance, mutual support, and defense against any future threats. Nari becomes a pivotal figure in this new era. Her diplomatic skills and deep understanding of both HFY and human cultures make her an ideal mediator. She tirelessly advocates for cooperation and understanding, helping to bridge gaps between different civilizations. One of the most significant achievements of the new alliance is the establishment of the Peace Accord, a treaty that formalizes the commitment of all member civilizations to uphold peace and mutual respect. The signing ceremony is a historic event, held in the heart of the HFY homeworld, under the watchful gaze of its majestic bioluminescent forests. During the ceremony, Jenna and Nari address the assembled leaders and citizens. This accord is more than just a document, Jenna declares. It represents our shared commitment to a future where every being can live in peace and prosperity. Nari adds, "We have shown that despite our differences, we can come together to achieve greatness. Let this accord be a beacon of hope and a reminder of what we can accomplish when united." As the ceremony concludes, the sense of hope and unity is palpable. The galaxy has faced immense challenges, but through cooperation and resilience, it has emerged stronger. The Alliance stands ready to face any future threats, confident in their shared strength and vision. Back on the Galactic Voyager, the crew prepares for their next mission. Though the war is over, their journey continues. They will explore new frontiers, forge new alliances, and ensure that the legacy of their struggle endures. In the quiet moments before departure, Jenna and Nari share a private conversation on the bridge. "We've come so far," Jenna muses, "but I know there are still many adventures ahead." Nari smiles. "Indeed. And whatever challenges we face, we will face them together."